Hello, everyone. How are you? Good evening. How are you doing? I hope you're well. My name is Enric. I'm a Access CF, Body CF too, and we are having this amazing call about bodies today, about pain and awareness. Yes, the title is Pain or Awareness. Yes. Did you ever hear that before? I heard it a few years ago when I was doing some class of Access, and someone asked me, the facilitator probably asked me, okay, is it a pain or you are aware of something? And this is a question that we use a lot in Access. And look at the difference. Look at the difference of just going into your mental conclusions about the pain. You know, I have a pain, I have a problem, this is because of that, something might be wrong, etc. Look at the difference of that with asking a question. Okay, because asking a question, what we'll do is opening a possibility. Okay, we don't ask a question to get the answer. That's very important to know. We ask a question to open the awareness, the consciousness, to open a door of
Değişmedi. Bu ne? Kavun. Ha suyunu mu?
I'm hearing someone. Hello. Not anymore. Yeah, let me. I cannot silence this now. Thank you, Ilmar. Okay, so yeah, so sorry, sorry, what? Hello. Okay, somebody talking. But you can hear me? Great. Amazing. Yeah, is it cutting my connection? Okay. Okay, looks like there is some weather movement here around my house. Okay, let's continue. 1 second. Can you hear me well? Yeah, can you hear me, guys? Hello, hello. So. It's cutting a bit. Okay, 1 second. Hey, can you hear me now? Yeah? Is all right? Great. Okay, so we were talking about asking a question when we have a pain. Okay, so there's a great difference between staying in your mind, in your thoughts, in your conclusions, and asking a question. Okay, so you can ask a question and say, okay, what I'm aware of. It doesn't matter if it's a random pain that you have, like a new pain, let's say, or the pain that you're having for the last 10 years. You know, I noticed that bodies tend to have like a point, which is sometimes the most intense point in the body, or the place where your body gets to talk to you or to get more intense. Do you have that? Does any one of you have this? That there is a spot in your body that maybe you had something going on, or you have some, let's say, contraction. Either it's a muscle contraction or even like inside in some part of the body. So does any one of you here acknowledge that on themselves? It's pretty common, right? So it doesn't matter if this pain is there. Let's say, let's put an example. You have a pain in your stomach. Okay. So then when something is going on, your body is hurting there. So normally you will see this pain as, oh yeah, that's my pain, my usual pain, right? Which, yeah, it can be something that is there forever, and maybe it's something specific that you could change. But what I notice is like the bodies are just talking also. The bodies are giving you information. Your body is giving you information, okay? So this stomach pain doesn't necessarily has to be the same thing. Or let's change the stomach pain for the headache. There's some people that has headache. And of course, yeah, we can fix it once in life. Suddenly we change something, or we change the way we are doing our things, like what we eat or how we sleep, or, you know, any kind of these basic things, and that can change. But when we are exploring awareness, when we are open to everything, we can see that there is a connection. There is a connection with our bodies and with our lives, between our bodies and our lives, okay? So not always is a physical thing. Not always is like, oh yeah, I'm eating wrong. Of course, I suggest you, if you have like stomach problems or any kind of digestive system problems, to change the way you are eating, because for sure can help, okay? But even asking the question can lead you there, can take you there to this change of the way you can eat, the way you should eat, okay? But not from a mental idea that someone tells you how you have to do it, but asking a question, it will open the awareness for you to do a change, okay? So you ask a question and say, okay, body, what are you telling me? Yeah, you can ask different questions. You can ask, body, what are you telling me? Or body, what are we aware of? Or what are you aware of? Okay, that's the title of the Zoom, and it's like, hey, is it pain or is it awareness? Is it pain, this headache that I'm having, or is some information? The information, when I ask a question, can be, hey, change your mood, change the place, move to another place. You know, sometimes you have a headache, and yeah, of course you have a headache because you are too close to the person that is annoying you. And then you have a headache or a stomach ache. And then you ask a question like, what I'm aware of, what is required? And it's like, okay, I wanna go away. I wanna run away from this person. The problem is when it's your partner, and then you cannot run away. I'm joking, okay, but these things happen also. Sometimes we need space, you know. It's not that people is wrong around you or you are wrong. It's more about giving to us what can create a different reality. So that's the gift, that we can make these choices. And we can have choice if we ask questions, okay? If we don't ask any question and we just keep going and like, yeah, my head is kicking me, my head is so intense, and yeah, I have to keep working in the same place and doing the same things I'm doing every day since the last 25 years. I do my breakfast every day at 7:30. I eat my cornflakes with yogurt and some whatever and some coffee, and then I stop at midday and I have my lunch and I eat the same thing, and then I finish my job, my work at 5 p.m. and then I go to do this and to do that and do that. So sometimes we are avoiding the awareness, so our body is getting more intense, you know, trying to tell us something. You know, our being, our consciousness is telling us, hey, there's something else possible. Maybe there is even something else much more important to do. But you are distracted in this life. We get distracted into do the right thing. We get distracted into like, oh yeah, I have a job, I have a partner, so my life is great. So everything is fine. It's not just that, you know, life can be much more things than that, than having a job, having kids, or having family. That's the, let's say, the valuable things in this reality, you know. But what about you? You know, many people then they create a life, they create a good job, they create a family, they create a relationship, and then suddenly they get sick. And then it's all about medicine and about a miracle of the doctors, of the science to fix that, you know, or, you know, all these things about the stomach or the digestive system, you know. How many people do you know that they have digestive system problems? And if you have those, you might look at that in a different way. Is it that you have a problem, or is your body trying to tell you something? You know, normally we try to find a solution so we can keep doing the same thing in our life. You know, I want a tablet, I want something that fixes that, but I will be doing the same things. But being the question can open up a different reality. Yeah, because it's not about forcing that I have to do the same things all my life. It's more about the creation life. And creation is not something that is defined and it's always the same. Creation means that it can change all time. It can be changing because you are creating, so it's moving, you know, everything it's moving. That's what's really happening in life, okay? It's an illusion that life is something solid, something defined. Okay, so look at how this reality is trying to lie at you to make you believe that, oh yeah, life is something that I learned many years ago, how it's going to be. So my life is going to be like this. So yeah, that's life. And yeah, and then suddenly life kick you. Life kicks you hardly, strongly. And then you're like, why me? Right? Then it's like, why me? Why life is treating me so bad? It's like, yeah, are you hearing life? You know, it's like your life is having a kid or having someone that you are taking care for. It's like a baby. If you don't take care of the baby will scream at you, claiming attention. Like, ah, listen to me. I want milk, or I want food, or I want to sleep, or I want to move. So the same happened with your life. If you don't listen to your life, then it starts to become louder. Something that is there that you are not taking care of. Okay, so what if pain is awareness? What if pain is your life screaming at you? We're just trying to tell you something. Okay, and again, when we are asking these questions, it's not about finding a meaning, but oh yeah, this is that. Oh yeah, okay. Of course, we like to have this clarity, but when we are asking questions and playing with these tools, we don't look for the answer, we look for the awareness. Okay, the awareness doesn't need to be a specific word or a specific answer. It can just be, for example, a new space or just an acknowledgement. Like I'm asking, okay, what is this pain? What awareness is there available? And maybe I just get that, hey, there is an intensity. Something is going on. I don't know what is it, but for sure something is going on because my body is weird and I feel pain. Okay, that's already awareness. You know, look at the difference between that and saying like, I have pain. Well, something is wrong. My body, yeah. You know, I used to have problems or these like digestive system problems. So I used to believe that I had a problem. Even at the end, I bought like okay, I really have a problem in my digestive system. But luckily, I followed myself and I didn't follow this reality. I never went to the doctor because I knew it had nothing to do with the doctors or a problem to solve, or, oh yeah, I have a sickness. No, it's not a sickness. It's something. But, I knew that it had so much to do with my life because I could see these problems of my digestive system as other people, for example, that I know, they have the same. And if I would look at these people, I would always acknowledge that they were not such a free people or happy people. So it's like I was already having an awareness. It took me many years, so many years. I can tell you so many years and so many bad experiences and so many bad moments of feeling heavy, feeling stuck. And doesn't mean that now I don't have it. I can have it. But if I have that, it's already an awareness. It's not my sickness. It's not that I have a problem. It's my body. It's telling me something. Actually, a week ago, I suddenly got like such an intense sensation in my body. And my digestive system was kind of saying like, hey, I feel just stuck. I feel heavy. And I didn't go to the wrongness. I just went to like, okay, what is required? Yeah. So, and it's funny because I was let's say in a track where I was, having my life, enjoying, whatever, doing my summer vibes, way of living, like Spanish, late time where you have dinner at 10 or at 11, or doesn't matter what time is it, and then being awake so late, which I love it. I love to do that. But suddenly my body asked for something different. So I didn't know what was going on, but my body told me like, hey, something is happening. And at the same time, my whole universe was upside down. Suddenly I was totally confused. Some things were showing up about my life, about my relationships. I was totally like, wow, upside down, let's say, right? So what I did is like, okay, body, do you need space? And of course, my body was requiring a space. And when I say space now, I mean like changing the way I was automatically eating and drinking and putting stuff inside my body. I don't know if you noticed, but we can get quite automatic to this putting the things inside, either food or drinks. It's like it's something that we'll enjoy with our bodies, but believe me, it's not something that we need, or at least that we need the same way all the time. If you look at when you get sick, one of the things that your body does, first of all, is stop eating. Sometimes even stop drinking or drinking different or drinking more also can be, but it always changes, right? So when your body is working, when your body is doing a shift normally, and if you are very sick, you will stop eating. So that's already a good information to know, right? So the same happen when something in your life is shifting. I'm sure you have it, that next day you have whatever, a test, you have to do something. You have a big appointment, a meeting or something that is going on the next day, and then you are excited the day before and you cannot eat. Or the same day, you wake up, you normally have breakfast, but these days like your system is like, I cannot have food, right? So all of this is information, and all of this is being present, okay? It's not finding how wrong is the body. It's more about how brilliant the body is, that the body doesn't need structure. The body doesn't need this schedule idea. Of course, it can work for you to have like your schedule, but it doesn't need to be all your life the same, right? I'm sure you changed your schedules along your life. And if not, you are a hero. If you did same things all your life, you are a hero because life is moving, right? As we were saying. Okay, so yeah, what else? I didn't check the chat. I don't know if there is some question. I'm checking in the chat. Meanwhile, enjoy the space. I will continue a bit more with all this talking, but I want to check also the questions. But yeah, keep the energy and the space in your body. Yeah, what if what your body wants is a space and energy and not heaviness? Yeah. Oh yes. Russian speakers. I don't know if you heard it. There is a Russian translation, so you just have to go there and choose the language. There is an option here in the Zoom that you can choose Russian translation, and you will hear the Russian translation. Thank you. Okay. Someone is asking in Spanish in the chat saying, what about when the body has already a sickness? When the sickness is already there. So I would function the same way. Start to see the body differently than this reality is seeing the body. This reality is saying that you have a sickness, which it can help that you define that, because it can help you to treat it, to do some things about it. But mentally, believe me, that doesn't help to have a definition. If you keep an idea, if you keep a fixed point of view about you are sick, you can even heal your body and then still believe that you are sick. But your body doesn't have a sickness, but your mind is still saying that you are sick. So the point of view that we have is very, very powerful. So I would suggest you to not have a point of view about it. To be interesting point of view, to go beyond, to talk to your body and ask, body, what is that? Okay, go beyond the name, the definition of your sickness. Go beyond all the names that they gave you. All the names, as we make a joke sometimes here, names and surnames. You know, you go to the hospital, to the specialist, and they give you name, first surname, and second surname, you know, like European, or even third, you know, like they give you a lot of names. So does that help you? Is that helping you? Many times not. Many times it's even worse, because some people get stuck with these names. Oh yeah, I have this. You know, so it's a good way to not to change, you know, because we are looking again for this definition and not looking for the awareness. We're looking for the pain and the, how do you say that? Yeah, the drama, let's say, sometimes even, and not looking for the awareness. So what if you have the key to start to change your sickness? A question that I like a lot to ask when there is a sickness there already is, okay, if you would not have this sickness, what would you choose? Right now, you don't have this sickness anymore. What would you choose in life? So this answer, what you are getting now there, it's just it's the medicine that you need. Because when we ask this question, normally it comes, oh, I would just be so happy. I would just go for dance. I would just enjoy life. I would do all this. Yeah, that's exactly what this sickness is telling you. It's telling you, you are not doing this. We are not enjoying, or we are not letting go all this happiness that we took from the people around, from the family, from wherever it comes from, and we are not choosing the joy of living. So yeah, of course, the body is complaining. There is an energy that is in your universe is solid. So the body is expressing by creating even a physical obstruction, a physical hardness, or even if it's not physical, it's hormonal or whatever, it can be less, let's say, physical, but is there as a wrong functioning of the body, right? That's how we see sickness, as something it's not working well. So I would always not look at the body, but look at the life. What is not working well in the life? Or what is possible, okay? It's not, again, to go to super wrongness. I'm asking these questions to give you awareness, okay? Not to get worse and judge it like, oh yeah, I'm doing so bad. Yeah, of course you're doing bad. We are all doing bad because we are in this crazy life. So we all came with so many challenges. We all face so many challenges that are, let's say, showing up in our lives. So you are not alone. You are not the only one that is carrying like a big truck of shit from your family, like a trailer or like a whole train, like a whole, or like a whole cargo, these, big ships, cargo ship that is coming from Asia to Europe with all these containers. Yeah, I know all of us, we have kind of like a similar family with all this. It's not about your family. It's like, it's a reality in the planet Earth. It's been so intense and so.
Reiki, sorry, just someone disrupted me and they told me like they cannot hear me. So I'm sorry. Can you
Yeah,
just
I will say, do you mean to choose the Arabic?
yeah,
Yeah.
because I just get out and then I get in.
Okay, you get out
Yeah,
and get in. Let me set you
yeah.
again.
Okay.
1 second. Yeah. 1 second.
Okay.
And now it should work.
Okay.
1 second. Yeah. It should work. Let me know if it works or if not.
I think they cannot hear me. I'm gonna just type in the chat.
1 second. Okay. Yeah, 1 second.
Okay.
I said you, but it didn't work. I will set you again.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me try again.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm finding the way. Yeah, once you get kicked out, then I have to set you again. And slow.
Okay.
1 second.
So now. Okay.
Yeah, nearly done. I just have to update. Yeah, normally now you are fine. Yeah, Arabic and Slovak, they kind of like to, not for the translators, okay? just the people from the countries, they like to play with languages. I'm joking. We just have fun. I think now we are set, so we can continue. I don't know what I was saying. It was fun for sure and interesting, but yeah. Okay, go on. Thank you. What is the what? Sorry. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. So what is that? It's pretty much being in this reality, where you cannot find yourself, I think it's one of these many challenges that we are having, that is even all this happiness that we have from other people around us is like one of the most, let's say, difficult things, or one of the greatest things at the same time, is to find yourself and to have yourself. And that's what we are doing with consciousness, is to acknowledge that we are. So you really have to find yourself, to ask yourself things, to acknowledge that you are this thing, this difference that is creating life. You are this energy, you are this consciousness, you are this being, that you are experiencing your life, and you have choice. Okay, and you go through things and you have choice, and you experience things and you have choice. That's you. And you learn and you observe things. That's you. Okay, you are this consciousness. Okay, when our minds are overstimulated, we can not find ourselves. We cannot find ourselves because we are too busy thinking bullshit. Okay. Now, what does it mean? That she lost something? She lose something? Thank you. So you lose things. I'm asking to this person, you are losing your things? Yeah, I don't know. It's like, it's not to find a meaning of that. It's okay, it just happened. Now what? Okay, for me, it's not, we use all these tools not to find a meaning. I mean, to say that we are stupid, we already say it to ourselves, so we don't need to say it anymore. So it's more about, okay, what do I choose now? You learn from things also. If you lose so many things, also you learn to also have presence. Oh, sorry, it's true. They didn't hear the question, so I will repeat it. So someone in Turkish asked that they lost things, that a relative of this person lose something. Before, I was thinking that she lose herself, or this person was losing herself, so which was more interesting. But the question is about losing the credit card and the ID and all this. And I'm saying that, yeah, that there is no meaning about these things, it's more about, yeah, what can you choose? Okay, and that's also not so related to the body, this question, so I cannot say much more. Okay, Is there any other question related to that, to the body and awareness? The person that asked about the sickness is saying, thank you very much for this consciousness that you gave me. I'm infinitely grateful. Thank you very much, a pleasure. And I think that was a very, very cool thing what we were talking. So I will go back to this space of asking a question so you can see all this potency. You know, let's do it again. Let's do again this exercise. Whatever you have in your life, in your body, whatever limitation, sickness that you have in your body, that you see that is a limitation, that doesn't change, that is always there. Blah, blah, blah. So let's do this now. If you would not have this limitation in your body, what would you choose in life? What would you do? How would you be? And please receive this. Receive that energy. See yourself without the problem. How is your life without this problem? Please do the exercise and see yourself. How are you? What are you doing? What would you do? Okay, and with that answer or that awareness, that information, that's what you are not choosing. Or that's what you are avoiding with this problem. Or that's at least related to this problem. Or even not choosing that can be creating the problem in your body. Okay, so play with that. And how would it be if you choose what you would choose without the sickness? What would you choose? To dance, to travel, to stop your relationship? I love to put this question on people's world, because it's kind of the things that nobody wants to change. And it's what makes the relationships more limited. When you are not willing to lose the relationship, is what makes your relationship boring. So just destroy your relationship and you will be happy. You avoid to destroy your relationship, so then you're unhappy all your life because you don't want to destroy your relationship. So you have to do the other way around. You have to destroy your relationship, and then everything will be fine. And maybe you still have the relationship, and a greater relationship, because you will destroy the stupidity. When you are when you are willing to lose something, then you can have the truth. Okay, that's like, it's like the illusion and the trick and the lies about death. You know, we don't want to die, but at the same time, so we are not, let's say, owning the death. So then we are, at the same time, we are not living totally, fully. And then we create suffering, and then at the same time, but I don't want to die. And I'm suffering, I'm living with suffering because I don't want to die. It's so stupid, right? So in the relationship, we do the same. It's like, I don't want to lose the relationship, so then I'm not enjoying, and I'm creating a fucking drama with my partner. So we cannot lose each other. I'm just being a bit dramatic. I don't know why. It just came up, this energy. But probably it's here around or in the air. Someone has a question, so yeah, you can write it here in the chat if you want to ask the question. I always have headache and then I vomit and I go to emergency room often. There is actually no disease. Of course, there is no disease. What if disease doesn't exist? It's like what awareness are you avoiding? So what is so intense that makes you vomit? That your body have to vomit to show you that it's super intense. So what information, what situations, what people, what energies are you not willing to be aware of? Okay. Someone is asking, what is the density in the waist during the menstruation? You mean the heaviness in your body, I guess? Yeah, this is an interesting topic also because it's also related to all what we are talking. If you go to, oh yeah, that's menstruation. And then since you say, oh, that's menstruation, so you can feel like shit, you can feel like miserable, like and suffering, like all the woman in your family and all the punishment that was being a woman and getting pregnant and having kids and having the menstruation and all this. So then that's what you are creating. I know many women that they changed that and they stopped having pain or heaviness during the menstruation by choice. And also I know there's different cultures, I mean, different regions in the planet where woman doesn't have any symptoms during the menstruation. So it's really about some kind of energy around there, some points of view, some emotions, some feelings, okay? So you might want to look also that and ask a question, okay, what I'm aware of. And don't go to the, oh yeah, it's menstruation, so yeah, I feel like shit. Yeah, what I'm aware of. You know? And every time that you ask a question, it can come a different awareness, opening a new space. You can be aware of many things, okay? And again, sometimes we are just aware of change. So, okay, how much do we resist change? If we are not resisting the change, but just taking the change as a, wow, there is change available. Change is coming up. Woo! I'm feeling like shit. Woohoo! Yes, okay, I'm feeling like shit. That's the best thing you can say when you feel like shit. You know, like when I wasn't happy for many years, I never could acknowledge that I was unhappy or that I was not fine. Now, if I'm not fine, immediately I acknowledge it and I say, like, you know, someone asked me, how are you? And like, okay, not so well. I'm weird, I'm intense, something is moving. And probably I'm not super happy, but at least I acknowledge it. So and it helps me a lot to, okay, there is something is there. It's an awareness, okay? I don't know what, but things are moving. And what I learned is that when things are moving always to a greater reality, because that's the purpose of life. That's my life. That's my choice. Go somewhere else than where I was. If not, what am I doing here? If I'm not here to get greater, what is the purpose of life? To go backwards? That's not possible. It's just an illusion. Okay, I will answer a few questions more and then we will finish, because I know some of you translators also have another calls and appointments. You are looking at me already like, okay, it's time. I will try to be quick with some questions, okay? Someone is asking, I had problems breathing through my nose for many years. Swollen sinuses. It is tolerable but unpleasant. How does it get any better? Yeah, it's again that don't make a definition and ask questions. Okay, what's possible? What is available? What is awareness here? And please, when you ask questions, don't give up when you ask questions for one day or for a few times and nothing is changing. And then you're like, oh, I asked questions, but nothing changed. So I will go back to my sickness and yeah, I'm limited. I can promise that if you keep playing and asking questions, you will get somewhere else. I cannot promise you heal something because that's only on your hands and on your magic and on your life. But I can promise that if you really are in the space of question, who will change is you. You will get to a different space. Sometimes getting to a different space is the first step for the body to change. For this sickness, this limitation to start to change. Maybe slowly. But it's sometimes the beginning, okay? Sometimes we are looking only for the big change with our body, like, oh, this is over. But yeah, it's not always the same rhythm for the body and for everyone. It's different. Okay, last questions. When I feel energies, I feel whirlwind. I don't know this word. In the third eye and in the crown of the head, as if a unicorn is falling. I would like you to give me some advice in this direction if you can. How could I stop being bothered? Yeah, good question. So you are being aware of the stupidity of this reality and the limitation, and you are being aware that you are a unicorn, that you could be having fun putting magic all around you. So what if you can choose that? What if the unicorn is the potency that you are, the magic that you are, is stronger than anything? What if that cannot be taken from you? What if you cannot lose that? Never. Okay? Another question, how to get communion with the body and clarity about what works for the body. So it's really being committed to what your body is talking, It's really like you have to become a master of what's heavy and what's not heavy. You can perceive that. Are you willing to be the fucking weirdest person that it's bothering every fucking one around because you are always having choice and saying like, no, I don't like this, or I don't go here, I don't do that. Yeah, I'm this boring person, but because of that, I'm getting free. And I'm getting more connected to my body because I'm willing to honor that and bother people. And oh my God, this guy now doesn't like this. Yeah, okay. I'm not a robot. I'm myself. I'm me. Okay, and the last. Okay, go. Oh. Quick, because we have to finish. Yeah, so it's the same. Ask a question. What can you choose? What can you choose different? Oh yeah, I will say it. So person wakes up with vertigo and feeling bad when wakes up and all this. So I say that the same. Ask. Sorry, Lamia, you have a bad sound. If you can silence yourself. I don't know why I cannot silence people now. Okay, guys, we have to leave because it's time. I'm sorry. It was getting so interesting. So maybe we can continue on this topic. It looks very interesting. Another day,
ممكن
but yeah.
تعيدي لي الإجابة تاني لأنه ما سمعتها، الخط كان بيقطع، الشبكة كانت بتقطع، لو سمحتي معلش. أنا
Yeah. Okay. Okay, guys. Well, it's me that I say when I can shoot down because I have to go. Okay, I'm sorry. The translators have to go. I'm so sorry. Okay, guys. See you soon. Bye bye. Thank you very much.
باي باي.
Bye.